Check out today's project. Just a world-class card here. Ronaldo, Prism, Auto, just a beauty. And the subgrades are, naturally what suck me in. I love that about BGS slabs. The centering and the corners and the edges are all great, I'm fine with those numbers. The 7 for the surface is a little interesting. I'm sure I'll find maybe like little scratches or little lines when you take a Prism card out. That's what happens. The main issue on this one is there's a little hit in the bottom. And I don't know if that's something I can like get out 100%, but I'm just really looking at the 7 surface. And being like a world-class card like this, even if like I don't even probably need to touch this really, like literally touch it. I can probably just put it in humidity. Maybe, massage it a little bit with the corner tool, edge tool, and just see if it'll raise up a little bit. But it's worth a shot, It's a great looking card, and I think a 7, based on what it looks like through the slab, is a little tough. So we'll crack it open and pick it up from there. So we got the Ronaldo out, and just a quick reminder, the scores are really solid. Just the only thing that we're really hit with here is on the surface, so I had to take a closer look. And here's what I got to see through the case, guys. There's a little hit below the Panini sign, and there's like a little faint line that runs across the border in that red. You see where the light is right now? It's a little line. I mean, it might stay, it might go, but I just feel that like after looking at the surface, the front of the card looks marvelous. Corners and edges, I mean, I think that's subjective. Beckett will say 9. I mean, I don't know, they look awesome. There might be a little tiny touch of white in the corner, so maybe, but it's just minimal. But that's my main thing right there. So before I start doing anything, I'm just gonna put it in the humidor I'm gonna set my clock for like 45 minutes and just see if we can get any of this stuff to lift up. The good news is with this, hopefully, is see, this is right here near the edge. That means I have a door, I have an inlet right there where the moist air can get in there a little bit easier. Sometimes stuff like this is easier versus it being right in the middle of the card. So I'll keep you posted. So I had Mr. Ronaldo in the humidor for an hour. Quick reminder, this is an 8. Everything's beauty, except for the surface was a 7 on this one. And I can see that there's issues on the back, but they just didn't look super duper severe. So 1 hour in the humidor has already got this little nasty bump coming up, you guys. So I'm proud of that. There's this little line over here, but so here's what I'm taking a break from the humidor. I'm gonna use the corner tool, and I'm not gonna go in the valley. I want that valley to go up. So I'm just gonna do a quick session on each side of that valley, the peak before the valley, okay? So hopefully just open that up a little bit more, let the air get back in there, and let that card expand to its original position, okay? So I'm just gonna put the penny sleeve on. And I'm going down the ridges. I'm not going across because I don't want to pack it in. I want to go this way. And I turn the card like this because I'm right-handed. And I'm the most comfortable going this way. So if you're a lefty, just flip it around. So right now I'm just really like laying the groundwork, you guys. I'm not gonna go for a full recovery right this second. I'm just gonna let the air do as much as it can, because why touch it a bunch when I can just have the humidity do it, The corner tool is crucial because it keeps it lined up for me. But let me give you a quick little peek at it. So what I just did was went down both sides of that little indentation. And let's keep on watching this thing get smaller. I'm confident in it. So back to humidity, and we'll check on it in an hour. All right, so we're on the home stretch, guys. This is the last step of the Ronaldo, and just a world-class card, It's beauty. Prism did great on this. Not a lot of blemishes on the front, fortunately. There's like just needs to be polished up. Just has a little bit of just a couple little small things. I won't make you look at everything, but check this out. That spot, guys, on the back, that big ding that we started with, I got it down to like that. So there's just a point where it just won't go any further. So right at the bottom, looking at the word Panini, you guys can see that little hit down there. Started off bigger. I was able to use a little bit of gentle massaging with the corner tool, a couple sessions of humidity, And, you know, I'm happy with where it's at. It's about as good as I can do, at least, and you don't want to push a card too hard, especially of this value. Surface is a 7. I just think it's better than that, you know? So let's do the final touches. So I'm just gonna go over the card, give it since it is a prism card, it will take a polish nicely. So we're just gonna use clean applicator, of course, always. And just a little bit of card polish, and we'll get this thing looking awesome. And I'm going to avoid the serial numbers. This is a low run of 20, so the serial numbers are awesome, so you don't want to wipe them off, of course. And it's not just really a Kurt's Card Care thing, you guys. It's like I've wiped off little flakes, little pieces of serial numbers, microfiber before, so I just don't trust them. That's why I'm always just like avoid them, avoid them, avoid them. Oh, that looks good. These prism surfaces shine up so nicely. And like, even though the humidity is clean, you know, when you do a card in humidity and, you know, you're working on the little stuff like this, it's just gonna get some stuff on it, whether it's some dried moisture or stuff like that. So just when you get done, make sure you just give the front and back a good polish, you guys, on any of your prism stuff like this, and wear gloves. I know it can be awkward for a little bit, but especially when you're handling, like, you know, cards of this caliber, just, you don't want to put all this work into them and then just, you know, leave a big fat oily print or something on it. That's not what you want to do. So, glowing. I know it's not going to get a 10, you guys, with that little hit down there, but it was pretty deep when we started, so if I can get some focus. Got it pretty good. I mean, better than a 7, I'd hope, you know? So the back looks marvelous. Let's do the same thing to the front. And he's got a unique autograph. It takes up like the whole area, so let's just cover the whole thing up. I really like cleaning up these cards. I've been working on a variety of unique stuff lately, and keeps it fresh and fun, but when you use the polish on the prism, sometimes it can make them look 3D. They just look so good. I don't know if it shows up on the video, guys, but there's just like a little spot over here. It's like a little, just like a little hairline. Okay, better. And now, like you hear me say, don't move the card, just move the pad. And let's protect his autograph. There's just a couple little like spots and prints down here probably from just being held. Gonna clean it up and put this in a sleeve and get it back in a slab, and I'm just really hoping it can score higher. I just don't see the 7. But I mean, sometimes I feel like the grading companies are a little picky when it comes to super premium cards. Let's just take a good look at it. Oh, still got a little polish up here. That's why I always want you guys to look at these under a good light. Fortunately, the polish does dry white, so it's not going to sneak past you. But it's not going to do you any good on there if it's dry. It will look streaky. So use a good light like that, and what a beauty! Great looking card. Super cool just to look at. Back looks pretty darn good. Like I said, we got that little nick down there at the bottom, but you know what? I rarely see a perfect card, and this one's super close. Looks fabulous. And let's review one more time. 9 centering, 9/5 edges, 9 corners. I didn't even touch any of those. Just gave it a surface clean and worked on that bump on the back, so let's hope it's enough. We'll get this regraded and Hopefully it's regraded and upgraded. Thanks for watching. I'm Kurt with Kurt's Card Gear.